Hello everybody, welcome back to Greenhorn Guide, and today I'm going to be telling you the top 5 best things about working on a seine boat. Number 1, efficient fishing. The seining operation is an incredibly efficient system for harvesting fish out of the ocean. You're pulling in deck loads, net loads of fish whenever the fish are coming by. Fish are not getting by you. Normally they're not getting under your net. Your net runs really deep, especially in comparison to gill netting. It's great because you're doing less work for the number of fish you're getting. Minor drawback is you're not getting as good of a price on your fish as the gill netters are, but as far as I've understood, seiners normally pull in a good lot more fish and hopefully getting you a better crew share. Crew shares for being a deckhand between gill net operations and seine operations are often pretty similar, but of course it varies between captain to captain and each vessel, so you got to figure that out on your own. But seining is an incredibly efficient system for harvesting the salmon out here in Alaska and many other kinds of fish and things that they're catching out here. So that's number 1. Number 2, the systems you're using are incredibly complex and engaging to learn and work with. I've had a fantastic time just figuring out all the big and little systems that are working on a seiner. There's literally a lot of moving parts. In the beginning, I couldn't tell you where the power block was, what a deck wench was, or what I was doing with the purse line to get it on the deck wench and how the hydros worked, and all this stuff you learn as you go. And you have crew around you who are gonna know what's going on and be there to help you to understand, help you ask questions, and it's a really fun system to learn. And once you master it, there becomes this incredible flow where you're just going through all these systems and honestly it just keeps you engaged in your workday. A lot of people on vessels like tenders, they have got a couple of systems they've got to learn, and they're not that crazy to figure out, and they spend a lot of time just kind of not doing much. But when you're on a seiner, you've got a lot going on most of the time that you're fishing, and it keeps you in the pocket, keeps you going. So that's my number 2 favorite thing about working on a seiner. Number 3, the crew and the camaraderie are incredible. When you get to work with a crew and a captain, it kind of steps up the sense of importance to what you're doing. It's not just you and one other person like it is with gill netting, although there's still a good sense of camaraderie between you and that person you're working with. With a seine crew, the level of hype can get so much and it's hard to explain until you're in there and doing it. But when you pull in a double scoop net load, or you just get a full deck load and your deck is entirely covered in fish, you and your crew might be hollering and screaming, your captain might be standing there smiling, being like, yeah, we got that. And it just feels good. So that sense of camaraderie, that's probably worth more than your paycheck's gonna be, and your paycheck could be pretty damn good. You're all out here to have a good summer and make some money, and so keeping that in mind, keep that sense of camaraderie if you come out here to work, because it's one of the best things you have in your workplace, along with the best office in the world. Look at this place. Yeah, I like my office. But that's number 3, that camaraderie. Number 4 is the space that you get on the boat. Oh my Lanta, it is fantastic. In comparison to a gill netter, you get a lot of space on a seiner. Like, you have a bathroom, you have a kitchen. Those are 2 things you don't get on a gill netter because it's a small boat, and that's okay, and it works well with the gill netting. It saves you money on fuel, and you don't need much, but it makes things a little bit more comfortable, especially when you're out here day after day after day, just grinding away. Being able to just use the restroom comfortably and have a good, nice space to cook, it helps. Especially for a lot of you greenhorns like me, you're gonna end up being the cook, and having a kitchen is great. Some boats are even big enough they have a full fridge. That we don't have here. We don't feel we need it, but a lot of boats have that, and it's really cool. So yeah, that is number 4, is the space and the kitchen and the bathroom. Number 5, probably my favorite thing about working on a seiner, which is also true for gill netting, it's just a fact of fishing, is the expedition lifestyle that you're living. When you're out there, you're gonna be self-sufficient on your boat, whatever boat it is. You're gonna have the food you need, you're gonna have the water you need, you're gonna have ways to keep yourself hygienic, and everything's gonna be more or less taken care of for your essentials, which is great. Beyond that, you're getting a chance to kind of get away from life on land and just be with yourself and your crew and just focus on something, and that's a really valuable experience too. Like, life gets busy and there's a lot of parts to it, but when you're fishing, you can just be fishing, and that is simplicity at its finest, and that's something I strive for in my life. Minimalism is kind of a driving force in my life, and fishing is a great contributor to that sense of self-sufficiency and only having what you need so you can enjoy life to its fullest, without all the bells and tassels that are attached to it. That's my minimalism rant for you for the day, and I just love this whole place. I mean, this is my office, and this could be your office. I mean, like, can we be real here? Really. So, expedition lifestyle it's minimalism at its finest. It's beautiful, and yeah, I got real touchy-feely on there. But that's my top 5 favorite things for working on a seining operation. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you give it a shot yourself. Comment below about whether you're feeling like you want to give it a shot. Feel free to send me messages, ask me questions. Hit that like button if you like this video. Hit that subscribe button if you want to get more. And share with your friends if you think they might want to live more minimalistically, try out seasonal work, try out fishing, whatever it is. It's broken free, and thank you for your view.